Welcome back. Yeah.
BlocBoy SportsTalk.
Hey, man, it's your boy Vex, man. What's happening?
Boy Marco Polo.
Y'all already know what it is, man. It's BlocBoy SportsTalk. We had an epic NFL weekend, college football. We got WNBA. Oh, man, we got people hitting home run.
Off the top, WNBA, man, Asia, she solidified herself again as one of the best WNBA players of all time, as she got the MVP awarded to her.
For the fourth time. This is her fourth MVP award. Also, she was the co-defensive player of the year. And maybe with all the excitement is reason why the Indiana Fever beat the Aces on their first game of their playoff scenario.
Back up.
I'm just saying.
Back up.
Just tell you what happened. Just tell you what happened. I mean, honesty is what it is. We got to keep it real here because we got a lot of keeping it real coming through, and I don't even like that we got to keep it real with this sports talk because it's been an epic weekend. I mean, ridiculously epic.
It's been ugly, but back it up a little bit because it's Vegas got past Seattle, first of all.
Yeah. But then they played games.
And Phoenix got past New York.
Right.
To get to where they are now. And now Indiana has a 1-0 lead over Vegas.
Right.
And Phoenix got the brakes kind of beat off of them by Minnesota.
Right.
So that's why we local.
Talk about the link.
Right
Yeah. But I was just saying because she got that award and it was all the excitement. You know how it is. And, puts a chip on people's shoulder.
Yeah, sometimes we forget how far we are apart because we came on last Monday. All that happened before this Monday.
True that.
People got eliminated. Right now.
You're right.
That's what's going on.
With the WNBA. Absolutely. You know what I mean? That's on the W tip. Real quick, just a quick baseball shout out. The playoffs coming up soon. It's a bunch of teams that are already in the playoff. And those teams that, Cubs just clinched. We got Toronto, Phillies, Brewers, and the Dodgers already clinched in the playoffs. A couple more teams trying to get in. And for the home run leader right now is still the big dumper, Kyle Rowley, with 58 home runs. He's still knocking them.
All year he's been doing what he's been
doing this thing all year, the big dumper. So that's what's going on in little WNBA because we always got to talk about the ladies. The ladies, they come in, they say, you guys talk all this sports and y'all leave the ladies out.
Yeah, because this is pretty much this is the conference finals.
Yeah.
Whoever win these two series, they will be in the finals.
So we got to keep an eyeball on that one. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on there. But y'all already know. Well, go ahead, man. Start off. NFL, man. Y'all
Man, it's been one of the biggest. It was a semi-upset weekend, so to speak, man. But it started off normal. Buffalo took care of Miami on Thursday night. They ain't blow them out.
Good game though. Very good game.
Very good game. It kind of could have went the other way.
They've given your boy a new nickname. They say they call him Tua Turn the Ball Over. Instead, that's his new nickname. Hawk Tua. That's stuff we need to put that on a T-shirt. Hawk Tua is what we gave him the name.
That was a minute ago. But they still loving them in Miami, I guess. So
no, they're not. They're not. Tua Turn the Ball Over. And that's his new nickname. That's what they want to call him because he turned the ball over. The crucial moment in the game. But it was a good game. Buffalo is looking like they are
3-0. One of many teams that are 3-0 after this.
Not many. It's a few. It's a lot of teams.
It's a few, but it's more than a half.
Yeah, it's a few.
But let's get on to the next game, man. As it was an upset, like I said, semi-upset week. Carolina beat the brakes off of Atlanta.
Oh man!
And it was a Kirk Cousins sighting.
Oh my!
30-0. Nobody seen. I don't believe anybody's seen this coming. Bryce Young looked good.
He looked good, but
Atlanta they couldn't buy a bucket. And we're talking about. I don't. That was ugly.
If I may, speaking of the Atlanta Falcons, who actually came off a tough victory last week against the Minnesota Vikings, and I don't know if maybe they celebrated a little bit too much down at the strip clubs down there in Atlanta. had a good time and thought playing the Panthers would have they might have had an easy game, but they came into that game flat. They let their kicker go, who they had for a long time, the great Younghoe Koo. They let him go. They brought in a kicker named Romo who had a good outing last week.
No,
and
that's 30 to nothing.
Hear me out. I'm getting to a point. Watch this. So they had a kicker who had a good outing last week, and as soon as they let Younghoe Koo go, this kicker said, "Oh, I got y'all," and he went out there and he kicked it as far right as he possibly could. He couldn't make a kick. So that's part of what happened with Atlanta this weekend as well. They had a kicker they may be calling one Younghoe Koo.
That's why the whole goose egg was there, but they still would have been getting the brakes beat out of them.
No doubt. But I'm just telling you how bad it is.
I mean, it was surprising. There was a lot of surprises.
Yeah.
Speaking of the next surprise, man, I believe no one can beat us, Green Bay Packers.
Great game.
Had to eat their words with no hot sauce, and no bread. They had to eat their words plain. Mm-hmm. It was tough and it didn't taste that good.
Well, it looked like it might have been brown. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, keep going. Talk to me.
Now they're trying to make a retraction, but long story short, Cleveland has a vicious defense, an astounding defense. We've always known that. Their offense has been trying to catch up. They've been thinking that Sanders may have been the answer. That's not been the case so far. They're on a reliable Flacco, and he does what he does. He's consistent. He puts up more than enough, and he manages the game, and that's what he did. He held them in there long enough. The defense held them in there long enough, and he managed the game, and they got the victory. Jordan Love, it kind of fell off. It just did look bad. They just only put up 10 points, and for them to be after week 2, some Super Bowl favorites, all eyes on us, shows that any given Sunday anybody can be beat.
Right.
Including the Green Bay Packers. They took a tough loss. They wound up losing.
Hey man, it was big time. It was a blocked field goal in that game. Wasn't that the game with the blocked field goal?
It was a lot of games.
It was a lot of blocking. Well, we get because I know what we're gonna get to. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, Houston and Jacksonville, man. CJ Stroud, they're tough
divisional game though.
Tough divisional game.
They
were already 0-2. So this divisional game, I believe that CJ would come up with his new weapons and get the W, but that did not happen. Jacksonville stayed in there tough. And they held on to a 21-14 victory, making
tough game.
Houston 0-3 and having tough conversations.
Well, Jacksonville, Houston, that was 17-10. Jacksonville, Houston, that was that one. That was 17-10.
Yeah, 17-10.
Yeah, that was a tough game all the way down.
But they won by a touchdown.
Yeah, they won by a touchdown, and they fought. That was a game. At least it was a fight. It was a good game. It went all the way down to the wire. And
I had more expectations out of Houston.
Nico Collins is his main receiver out there getting work. They're gonna have to get figure out a way to get the running game back going. Nick Chubb is not gonna just be the answer for them, so they're gonna have to work on that a little bit. But hey, man, shout out to Jacksonville. Trevor playing both sides of the ball hasn't really been he hasn't really been as a rook, hasn't shown out just yet. But Travis, I'm sorry, but they still putting him in. But they got the win. And let's see how that continues to work out. Keep working back and forth.
W. It was a close game. It was a lot of close games.
Yeah.
Unexpected games this week. But what wasn't a close game was Minnesota and the Joe Burrow-less Bengals.
Ooh, my star. Joe Burrow probably somewhere like, pay me more money. Y'all know what it looked like without me.
Gracious, man.
Browning. Ooh, that's what he took, like the Browns to the Super Bowl.
I don't even think we need to discuss too.
You're not allowed to talk about that, man. I mean, hey, shout out to the defense, Vikings defense. They had a punch out and took it to the house.
They set some players down. They set players down like the end of the
pick
third.
Six,
I don't even know. A lot of players didn't even play.
I think his name is Jordan, the guy for the Vikings. Their cornerback, he did work out there. That was crazy. He probably ended up being the defensive player of the week because he had a couple of touchdowns returned on defense. So the Vikings did that on defense.
48-10.
Carson Wentz said, "I am not dead." He went out there, played hard. He keeping him a job. So, hey, man, shout out to Vikings just blowing the doors off them people, man. You know what I mean?
Man, they was pretty pissed off about that Atlanta loss, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
But Pittsburgh, A. Rodgers. A. Rodgers.
He passed Brett Favre.
They played New England, by the way.
510 touchdown passes. He passes Brett Favre going up the list. Historic list, so shout him out for that. But I mean, if you play to your 107, you'll get a lot of stuff.
It was actually a tough game.
Great game.
They only won by 7 points, man. It was a very tough game. It could have actually went either way towards the end.
Drake made with an unfortunate turnover, messed up that game. But yeah,
Pittsburgh's gonna have to work on their defense. I believe that's a problem.
Very much so.
That's not what they put out there against New England. That's not a recipe for success. They look forward to looking at Pittsburgh and not looking at them go up. I don't see it.
Facts.
One of the toughest games, the most anticipated games of the week was the Rams versus the Super Bowl champions,
the Philadelphia Eagles. What a tough game.
A tough game.
Fun game.
Rams came out there on their McVay. I mean, I'm talking about, man. He's putting together some plans, man, and they went up. They went up early, man. Stafford was striking. Yeah, they looked to have the whole game under control. They looked to be
like they was getting ready to win the game.
And they looked to be holding up to everybody's expectations because a lot of people expected them to beat Philadelphia. I was one of them. And they was up 26-7 going in the fourth.
Yeah. Well, it was 26-9.
26-9.
Yeah. 26-9.
But yeah.
And what happened was, I mean, you know, the Super Bowl MVP turned it up. He started throwing it to his big time receiver, and they started making big plays. But the play of the day actually was late in the game. Once they got back, they rallied back. They got it to 26. Well, a lot of big plays in this, but the big play that just like solidified and messed up some parlays out there.
The last play of the game, because they got all the way down there, they went up one, and the Rams came back down,
and they went
and they got in the field goal range, and they supposed to win the game. They did what they were supposed to needed to do. They got to, come all the way down,
but
the people came back.
Special teams.
Kick the field goal. How long was the field goal?
Field goal wasn't but about a 40-something yard.
Yeah, you kick this field goal, you get the W, you 3-0. But the big hand of what's my man name? He should be
number 90 for the Philadelphia Eagles. His name escapes me at the very moment. Blocks the field. He did a scoop and score. Blocks the field goal.
And then ran his big self 18.9 miles an hour all the way to the end zone to mess up parlays and to improve Vegas' not needed bank with this addition.
Yeah.
Wow. But nonetheless, that was an exciting game. Something similar happened to the Broncos last year. Speaking of the Broncos, that's what I'm just speaking about. The LA game, the LA and Philadelphia game, that's what's supposed to happen that's what actually happened in the Bronco game.
Right.
It was an extremely good game.
Right.
Back and forth. And San Diego came down. The last couple of seconds.
Chargers. Hey man, the Chargers, man.
Hey,
man.
They 3-0.
LA Chargers, but
they came down and kicked the field goal in the last seconds. That's what's supposed to happen in the Rams and Philadelphia game.
Hey man,
but that's not what happened.
Shout out that you can't just gloss off that, man. Shout out the Chargers. Harbaugh got them boys playing big time. Unfortunately, Najee Harris went down with a torn Achilles. I hate those no-touch injuries. If you see him, he goes down, a big injury.
The Chargers is real, man. The Chargers is real.
Definitely a real team.
Probably came up with some game-saving plays and say so did Herbert. One of that, I had to respect that touchdown pass that he threw after he took a shot after that as well. But shout out to the Chargers. They got the one over the Broncos, my Broncos. We could easily be 2-1 as well as 3-0, but it is what it is. The Chargers on top of the division right now, and they doing their thing. But moving on to my man Baker, the
touchdown maker. Yes, sir.
Speaking of Tampa Bay, man, and the
another
Jets,
tough game. What a great game that was.
Coming all the way down to the wire,
another field goal block.
Wow,
this is crazy. Special teams this year is unbelievable, right?
Man. Oh man. And Tampa Bay is real right now, man. I like Tampa Bay. I want to see
big block for the Jets, who almost took this game almost out of the jaws of victory. They couldn't quite get it. They had a big block. Tampa Bay could have went up 9 points, and it was a block, and they blocked it and went the other way and ended up going up. Baker comes back down, doing what Baker does, puts them in position to win, and they end up solidifying and winning the game.
Yes, exactly, man. That's one of my players of the week, Baker Mayfield. Yeah, man. Baker. He definitely rebirthed himself in Tampa Bay and put himself back in star status. On another note, man, in Indianapolis, like I was saying last week, they are real.
Daniels.
They blew off Tennessee. They blew out Tennessee. Tennessee, with their star rookie, is still having a couple of issues. Yeah. Not necessarily issues. They were just outmatched this particular game. Yep. I won't even say those issues. They were completely outmatched. And it looked like a professional team playing a high school team. If you ask me, it was ugly. It was ugly. They wound up beating them 41-20.
They've got a great defensive core. They're playing very, very good defense. They are moving the ball excellent with Jonathan Taylor when he turns the ball. This was the first game that
Daniel like that he's a professional quarterback in the NFL.
This was their first game. They went 20.
He looked like definitely might be top 5 right now.
They went 20 possessions without a punt. This was the first game this year that they even punted. So they've been playing lights out. Even with a punt this game, they still ended up just scoring on damn near every possession that they had in this game. Jonathan Taylor is looking like he wants to be Offensive Player of the Year. He's playing out of his mind. He got some touchdowns, tough run to get some scores. Hey, man, look, shout out to Colts, man. Colts fans got to be happy out there.
Definitely got to be happy.
Hey, Daniels,
Speaking of Daniels, man, the Daniels Washington Commanders.
Woo!
Shout out to the Commanders, man.
Mariota, man, he started this game, man, and he played great.
He played an awesome game, and a lot of Commanders fans, they feel relieved that even though without Brian Robinson, they have a running game, which they proved this game. They were running up and down the field like it was no problem. Their running game was very impressive this week, and they beat them people. They beat Gino and them.
And the one thing about scheduling in the NFL is tough. You got to look at the Raiders coming off a Monday night game, traveling all the way to the East Coast on a shorter week. The Commanders taking a loss on that Thursday, but they had like 10 games.
And the Commanders coming in without their star quarterback. I will say Mariota was definitely probably hungry to actually get his shot, even though he's been on the field plenty of times. But to have an opportunity this late in his career, he went in there and played professionally, played lights out.
Yeah.
Didn't play nowhere near scared football, and the Commanders were impressive even under the whelm of Mariota.
Absolutely. And like I said, with 10 days rest, it actually worked out for them pretty good. They were able to prepare, and they were able to watch the Raiders on the Monday night game and watch them and see how they were. I mean, it worked for them schedule-wise. They were very prepared. Shout out to the Redskins staff. Dan Quinn almost got knocked out in the game. He was on the sideline.
Yeah, somebody
split his nose over, but he's all right. He's all right. He made it back. He popped up like toast out the oven, they say. So that was that. So shout out to the Commanders.
They definitely holding their head high this week, and they have every right and reason to.
Yeah.
They look good even under Mariota.
Absolutely.
Who did not look good was New Orleans, as Seattle beat everything out of them.
That wasn't a good one.
That was
35-3 at the half.
Man.
That hurts.
That was one of those turnoff games.
Yeah.
New Orleans couldn't get nothing going, and Seattle got everything going. Seattle's going to be dangerous right now.
Sam Darnold is up there playing great, playing lights out. Seattle defense looked very stout. Needless to say, I think the Saints just on both sides of the ball needs a lot of work. Looks like they need some work on the linebacker. We could go down the list of things they need work on. They just they have some work to be done.
They need not to lose like that again. That's what they need, not to lose like that again.
Yeah. That was a tough one.
Speaking of not to lose like that again, we got to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Shout out to the local hero, Caleb Williams. Played the best game he's ever played as a NFL player against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb went down, and I was watching it as I started turning up my parlay tickets one by one. I watched the CeeDee Lambless Cowboys. They look different. Without him, they are nowhere near the same caliber team, and we see it. We definitely seen it, and it was ugly.
Yeah.
But shout out to Chicago because their new head coach, he was definitely in his bag. He was in his coaching mode. He's putting out plays out of left and right that were very successful.
Right.
And Chicago looked extremely good, and so did Caleb.
Yeah. So now let's
four touchdowns.
So with all that being said, let's be completely clear. As we'll get into another game here shortly, let me make this evident to the people out there watching this and knowing that we are definitely professionals in this and analyzing these sports teams. And I am a highly, highly, highly educated on the Dallas Cowboys, being a Cowboy fan. And let me say all that to say this. The Cowboys defense is unequivocally the worst defense in the NFL. It is horrid. It'll make any quarterback, including your little cousin who played for the Largo Lions, look like Brett Favre out there, okay? So, look, Caleb Williams had a great outing, just like Russell Wilson had a great outing last week.
At this late, the guy had the best game of his life.
Had the best game of his career. And if you see when he played again this week, they don't want Russ to be in the game anymore. So
no, I think that's solidified. So, we didn't even get to that. Go ahead.
So yeah, we didn't get to no. I'm just using that to get back to this. Mm-hmm. So I'm just letting the people know out there the Dallas. When your team plays the Cowboys, expect your team to look very, very good, but don't take it like your team is that good, because the Cowboys defense is just horrid. Eberflus needs to be fired. It's just that simple. Diggs came back from injury clearly too soon. He's not effective. He's lost a step. They are not playing very well on defense.
Hey.
So that's where
we're not gonna keep beating them up. You're gonna inbox Dre Jones later. Yeah, you gonna get your.
But I have to be clear. We have to understand it.
We definitely we are clear. Yeah, we are definitely clear. And he is speaking from a professional standpoint. He's letting you know that they suck, even though that's his team. He's being honest as a professional. But it was, I think that a lot of that should be dedicated with the firing and need to be firing to be dedicated to Dre Jones. Yeah. But moving on, the Cowboys suck this year, especially on defense. Yeah, defense, worst movement ever possible. Getting rid of Michael Parsons.
And then put CeeDee Lamb back there for a running play for him to get
and he's hurt.
That was
but moving on. Arizona and San Fran, that was
nail biter.
Nail biter. That's the perfect word for that particular game.
Panero with the field goal at the end, man. Great. Look, you talking about
last seconds, man.
You're talking about backup quarterback.
It was
Mac
a good
Jones.
Defensive game as well.
Mike Jones, they had a backup quarterback in.
Yeah, but they didn't heal Kyler Murray under 2
great
yards
defense,
passing.
Division game.
Division game.
Know each other very well.
And whoever won the game was going on top. Mm-hmm. Shanahan, man, when he ran in the field, looked like he won a lottery.
Yeah,
he's 3-0 for the first.
Hey, tough game. To win a game with your backup quarterback in division is tough. They're not easy wins.
Hey, man, he know how to win. He know how to move with backups and make backup stars, man. Shout out to Brock Purdy, man. Hope he had a speedy recovery, man. But Arizona, that was a tough loss, man. San Fran got the victory, and to be in their position, with what they're doing right now, Brian Robinson Jr. did a little bit of work as well. It was an extremely good game, but they came out with the W, man.
Absolutely.
1 point victory, man. 16-15, all the way down to the wire. But for the game, not game of the week, Kansas City, the versus the Giants. I will stand corrected. I believe Marco Polo stand corrected. Yeah. I stated that the Kansas City Chiefs would be 0-4.
I said that wasn't going to happen.
A lot of people said that wasn't going to happen.
That wasn't going to happen.
I thought with the injuries, this, that, and the third, that would happen, and how good the Giants look against
the trash. See, that's my point exactly. That's what I was getting.
Neither here nor there. I stand corrected. I need to show my homie a little bit more respect. He showed some remarkable things, man. That one of those no-look passes.
Well, he threw some no-look passes that went backwards, which was
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about
he had to go back and get it.
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about one of the strikes, some of the stuff that he showed. Yeah,
he's a beast.
It was consistent, and he made a star out of Thornton. What was his name?
Yes.
Because I thought without Worthy that they were going to have a lot of trouble. Not to say that they did not to say that they did a miraculous job, because still putting up 22 points. That's not going to get you far in the NFL.
Right.
And I'm still standing on business. They still are. I don't believe they're going to get 7 wins this year. We'll see next week when they play Baltimore. But this particular game, Russ looked like some trash. Russ looked like some trash. I said it 3 times.
A real team, you'll see what people look like. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
It was not only that. I believe that after watching what they did to the Cowboys, the Chiefs made sure they did their homework, and they said that we will not let neighbors beat us. And I thought I didn't know what happened to Neighbors. I didn't know he was even playing.
Didn't get a catch. Him or Robinson didn't even get a catch to the 4th quarter.
They locked him down.
Crazy. That's how you play defense.
Crazy.
That's how you play defense. That's what
the Kansas City Chiefs are living off right now. They're living off their defense. And that's just like the Browns. That's how the Browns got the W over Green Bay off that defense.
Great game.
That's how the Chiefs lasted last year. But I don't know. You gonna keep being able to make these superstars. Mahomes, I give it to you this game. Y'all look good, even though it was against the Giants. Mm-hmm. And even in the 4th quarter, we was still like, they still got a chance. Yeah. They still got. If Russ could have got on something, if he could have got on something, he going out there throwing the ball down the
goalpost.
No, not the goalpost. But where they run down the tunnel. He throwing the ball down the tunnel.
Yeah, he did that too.
He throwing the ball down the tunnel, throwing the ball down the goalpost.
He is what he is. I mean,
the receiver, somebody got to get open. The coaches got to do better plays. I don't know.
It's the Giants.
But it's the Giants. They just look good against
Dabo, man. That's what it is. They let Daniels go. He's 3-0. They let Saquon go. He's 3-0. I mean, what is the Giants, man? It is what it is.
I mean, that is what it is. But the Kansas City, they 1-2. The Raiders 1-2. The Broncos are 1-2, and the Chargers are 3-0. Far as that's what's going on in the AFC West. Mm-hmm. But they did get their first victory up in Kansas City. Shout out to Kansas City.
Shout out to Kansas City getting off the schneid.
Nah, bro. We looking forward to tonight. Baltimore and Detroit.
I love it. You know, this primetime football, ladies and gentlemen. You know that primetime is where Lamar Jackson shines, man. So you're going to be in for a show tonight. He's going to have a good time tonight. It's going to be hopefully a lot of fireworks with Detroit coming to Baltimore. Detroit coming to Baltimore.
They like any games either.
They
can turn up.
They can turn up. Yeah, no doubt. You got Jeremy Gibbs. You got Amon St. Brown. They gonna have some. They got weapons out there. So they got the 2-headed monster.
Yeah. If you had any plans for tonight, if you did not know about this, you might want to cancel those plans and watch this game.
Gonna be a great game.
I readjusted my plans to make sure I'm available to watch this whole game. I want to see what Lamar going to do.
Yeah.
On the Good Monday Night stage.
Absolutely.
What else we got for him today, man?
Oh man. Is that every game? Was that every game? Did we go through every game?
As far as I know, dude.
Yeah, I think we went through all the games, man. Yeah, I think that was it. We went through all the games.
That's pretty
we talked. Yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. BlocBoy SportsTalk, man. We went through the games.
See y'all next week should be around 12 o'clock. We're going to try to get the time a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
But it's usually between 12 and 2.
Yeah.
What time we stream. But it's each and every Monday. That's for sure.
Definitely.
We got a couple fights coming up. We will get our next live box talk before the next major fight. It's supposed to be Keith Thurman versus Fundor. Also, we got Boost Ennis coming up as well. That's all we got for y'all today on BlocBoy SportsTalk.
That's what it is, man. Holla at y'all, boy, man. They told me, how about them Cowboys? What do you mean, how about them? Because they suck. That's what, how about them Cowboys?